So awning pegs, I know what you're thinking. He's run out of content and he's stooping, he's scraping the bottom of the barrel for content and he's going to talk about awning pegs. Well, no, awning pegs are extremely important things. And I'll have you know that on our website, links below, the review I've done on awning pegs is our most viewed page. So obviously people are wanting to know about awning pegs. So here I am to tell you all about awning pegs. Cue the intro.
It's alright. It's Caravan Vlog.
This is quality caravan vlogging. This is the third time I've tried to make this video. First time I forgot to plug the microphone in. Second time, for some reason, so I'm using a different camera today, and for some reason the camera turned itself off. Now it has voice recognition, ooh, so I'm wondering if I've said something to turn the camera off. It's still on, so it wasn't that. And the third time I ran out of space on my SD card, so a bit of a nightmare, and I shouldn't waffle so much. So anyway, awning pegs is what we're here to talk about. So awning pegs. Now over the years I've got quite a few sets of awning pegs, most of which have pegs missing. So kind of what you have to consider is whether you're going to pitch your awning on grass or hard standings before you go, or take a couple of different types of awning pegs so that you can do either, you can park on either. Now there are some that you can use on hard standing or grass. Pretty much all hard standing pegs you can really use on grass, they'll be fine, but grass ones are certainly not man enough to go, or woman enough to go onto a hard standing pitch. Now the kind of things I'm talking about are the ones that you use with tents. You might be familiar with tent ones. I'll put a picture here. The narrow wire ones that just bend at the end. Now on grass they're kind of, in theory they're okay, because you can bang them in and hook your guy rope round. However, they do have a habit of just swiveling, and if they swivel, the guy rope can come off and causing instability with your awning if you're unlucky. So a couple of sets I take, I'll show you now. This is they're plastic. I don't know how long they are. I'm not even going to put on, they're just long enough. They have two hooks at the end for guy ropes, and these go in grass really well. They can go on some hard standing pitches, although most hard standing pitches they're not going to be sufficient. I mean, they'll go in okay, but a lot of hard standing, because when it goes in it will make a hole, and then it could become just it could become just coming out a bit too easy, get a bit of wind and that'll be gone maybe. So be careful using those on hard standings, but grass perfectly good, and I would recommend these on grass because you just use a hammer. Some people use a rubber mallet. I just take like a little mini sledgehammer, club hammer thing, and because whether you're going to use it on hard standing or grass, it's going to do the job. So these for grass I'd recommend. Now, interesting thing, when I was preparing for this video, as well as forgetting to plug in the microphone, let me check it. As well as forgetting to plug in the microphone, I couldn't find my awning pegs, which is weird because I generally keep them in the same place. Now what I'm thinking is, last year we went to France, really, and we took an awning with us for the first time. So we didn't take our we took a canopy with us, so I didn't take the awning. First time we're taking a canopy, and I used the awning pegs that were supplied by the caravan, or in fact I bought a separate set. So these, because I knew we were staying on a pitch which was pretty much sand, so compressed sand. Now these were good because they screw in and they go into the sand and they do hold. So with the canopy, it was really good. These are really good. Now I wouldn't use these on a normal UK hard standing pitch, especially not Brighton. Actually, I'll have to change my tact on that, because I'm always having a dig at Brighton, a caravan and motorhome site, because the hard standings are so hard. I've bent no end of awning pegs in Brighton. Now I did read a little while ago that they were redoing the hard standing pitches at Brighton to make them a bit less like concrete. Well, I'll see next time we go. I'll see if they're better. But so these, they'll go on some hard standings, but generally not all. What I generally take with me are the ones I can't find. Metal, just like this, but metal. I'll put a picture of them here. Now, what you do, you use a cordless drill, and you get like a socket, go on there and screw them in with the cordless drill. Now, what you do have to be careful with, especially with the metal ones, and with a hard standing like Brighton, when you're doing the drill, it can kind of start this wobble thing, and it wobble, and you smash it straight through. And the amount of times I've bruised my knuckles doing that, as well as bending the awning peg. So bruised knuckles, bent awning peg. It does make you want to go and visit the warden and say, look here, mister, sort these bloody hard standings out. And I think they, as I say, I think they have. So my recommended set are, I'll put here a picture, ones I think I might need to buy again. I think what I've done, yeah, when we went to France, I didn't take the awning, so I think I must have taken the awning pegs out, which seems a very strange thing to do, because you're not going to really save any weight, and obviously now when you need them you can't find them. So just to sum up then with awning pegs, a couple of different types of ground that you need to cater for: grass and hard standings. Pretty much you're going to be covered with those, unless you go to, let's say, for France and you have a beach pitch. So for grass, I'd recommend this type because they go in really well. One thing you do need to be careful of is that they are quite difficult to pull out. Now, don't be tempted to do what I generally do. What I do, I get the guide rope and pull them out, and you know, I wouldn't do that because your guide rope's going to break, almost certainly. So you can get these little hooks. There's a handle with a hook. I'll put a picture here again, and they are awning peg pullers, I believe. Now, what you might also do is, which is what I do as well, is take like a normal hammer that you'd use at home. Like one end you get the hammer face, and the other end is like a kind of a fork. Now you can get those under there and pull those out and lever them out with a normal domestic hammer. I know it's something else to remember and something else to take. What I find I've got now is like 2 hammers, 2 cordless drills, one for the caravan, one for the house. With regards to cordless drill, I do use a 18-volt cordless drill, which is obviously a bit more powerful than a 12-volt. I don't know if a 12-volt would really be, I mean, it's the same one that I use to do up and undo the stays, the legs. So I'll up and down, I'll use the same drill. I have run out of battery once with putting the metal ones of these in. That's a nightmare because getting them out is then quite stressful. I'm resorting to using a socket set and a ratchet, and that takes about 4 hours when it's raining. So maybe take your battery charger with you as well. That's something else I'll have to keep. Honestly, with the caravan in, you put one thing in, you're gonna anyway, watch your payload. So yeah, so I'd use screw-in ones for hard standings, these for grass as well, maybe these for grass, or even these for anything for grass really. I wouldn't use the very narrow like tent pegs, but there you go. If you didn't know, we do have a website, and on the website, now the reason I did this vlog is that our website, I did a page for doing a review of awning pegs that I've got, so similar to what I've done here but in writing, and that's one of our most popular pages. So obviously people wanted information, so I'll put a link to the website down below. So as I said earlier, the camera switched off earlier, it's just switched off again. I'll have to turn off voice control because there's something I'm saying that's, I think every time I mention the website it turns off. Weird. Anyway, what I was saying was we do have a website with a awning peg review page with links to some of our Amazon affiliate links. There's also an Amazon affiliate shop that we've got, I've just launched last week, which has got a whole load of these awning pegs for sale on Amazon. All of the stuff in our Amazon affiliate shop hand-picked by me, so it's kind of stuff I would use or have used. So take a look at that. Again, another link down in the description. If you like the video, thumbs up. A funny thing I heard the other day, somebody on their YouTube channel, no, non-caravan one, I think it was a camera one, but anyway, he said if you like the video, thumb up. If you don't like it, do 2 thumbs down just to show you really don't like it. So 2 thumbs down or a thumbs up. Thanks for your support. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you in the next one.